Hi, all chess goodies, and welcome to a very unique world record. In this game, you will see a world record for the latest first capture ever in any game. So, since the game is very long, I'll just show it to you. So, we have the English opening, and very early on, we've got close center, very close center there. But we'll just continue with some moves, and at this point, we've got an author of a repetition. You see that players repeated moves a few times, but now white could just go to g5 and it would be a repetition, but he decides to move back instead and continue the game, as white is a bit better due to more space. You can see that. Yeah, it is fine position for both sides, but white has the space advantage, so he's a bit better. But we've got very slow maneuvering, another potential repetition. Let's see if white accepts, and no, he just moves back with the bishop. And now another another repetition there, and white once again declines. Repeat the moves 3 times to be a draw. And we've got very slow maneuvering there. Now white wants to get the king to king side, and he will do that at some point. There was an offer of trade of queens, but white once again declines. And now white is trying to get some attack on the black king with a very nice knight to f5, because it's not very easy to take the knight. If black would take the knight, then g captures on f5. Now after bishop to f6, just capturing on g8, black has to take, and then we would get this position where, well, sorry, black would take with the rook. That is a bit better. But yeah, now white can take on c5 because there is a threat of checkmate. So after bishop to g5 would attack the queen, and bishop to e3. And it's basically a queen for 2 rooks, but white would be up 2 pawns, so it is better for white. So if you would go back to if you would go back to the game after nice knight to f5, just king h7. Now bishop to f2. Now bishop to g5 attacks the queen, so knight drops back. h4 kicks the bishop out, and then b4, creating another tension there in the position. So from move 54, we've got this tension where any of the player can capture the pawn, or just if they want to, they can take the pawn. Yeah, that's just that. But they are maneuvering, and you can see now that white got his king to h2, and they keep maneuvering, continue to do that. You've got some moves there. It's very slow now. Another maybe of repetition, if maybe this, or maybe this, and it could be a repetition, but white goes back instead. Now prepares rook on the b file, And we're getting very close to that first capture now. And now on move 94, we've got the first capture of the game, and that is b takes c5. The first capture of the game occurs on move 94, and just to remind you, this tension was there since move 54. So they played 40 moves with this tension, and only after 10 White decides to do something about it, try to do something and take on c5. And now we see b takes c5, knight to c1, bishop a4, and now they trade both pair of rocks, queen to c3, knight to c8, bishop to c2, over of bishop trade, but black just declines, knight to d3, knight to b6, knight to b2, another maneuvering, and then king to g8. That's a bit of a mistake because it just hangs a pawn, so white can just capture it, and after knight to c7, then just go back to d2 and be up a pawn. But I guess that the players were very tired of a very long game because this already moved 103. So white just played bishop to c6, knight to b8, bishop to b5, a6, bishop to a4, and after queen to a5 you can see that the players agreed to a draw because, well, even though white has advantage, I would say that, yeah, that they were just very tired. That might be another factor, but yeah, that's just where the game ends on move 106 by a draw. But yeah, just the latest capture ever. Just incredible that they played for so long without any pieces being traded off. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can check out my other video here. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.